Another day, another dollar. Today we're gonna trade live. I don't have that much time, however, I'm trying to make as much money as possible within about 30 minutes, roughly, max. And we will trade without a chart, basically, today. I'll try to stay away from the charts as much as possible because I want to show you guys how you can trade without a chart, okay? And how you can find trades with high accuracy inside Bookmap. Bookmap is just a tool that is representing the order flow. Now, the order flow is in and of itself nothing else than just a visual representation of what is happening inside the markets. So you can use charts, you can use something like Bookmap here. It doesn't really matter what you use as long as you can read what is happening inside the order flow in this case here. Now, what do we see? We see that we just opened up. The market is now open for about 3-4 minutes roughly, 5 minutes now to be exact, and we shot up quite a bit here to this level of liquidity, and now the market is trading back and forth here at this higher end of this range, and we get to see what happens. We can see that when it comes to the Nasdaq, we had some previous liquidity here. The market is pulling back quite aggressively here, and that will be our first entry right there. First entry for a very quick scalp. We will go for about a 40 take profit and 40 take stop loss, just so you guys know. All right, the market already moved, and we move our stop loss and take profits extremely quick. All right, you can see here in and out. Now, that was a break-even trade, which is totally fine, because I did see that the ES sold off a bit more aggressively. So our next level of interest when it comes to the ES is somewhere down here. And then we need to see what the Nasdaq is actually doing at the same time. So here, in and out, pretty quick. The market didn't react as fast as I wanted to, and that's totally fine. I'd rather protect my capital than make huge trades, right? Quick trades, in and out, in and out, in and out. Now this trade might have worked out. Now it might have not. Probably did. Just now, roughly. Yep, there. That would have been our exit. So would have been a profitable trade. However, that is totally fine. We're trading with multiple trading accounts, meaning every single trade is being copied over to multiple trading accounts. And now it's just a matter of waiting and seeing what the market gives us. For now, we can see that obviously we had this move up. We are now accumulating some volume here on this upper end, same in the ES. So that's a pretty bullish sign. For now, we just got to see and wait what happens in the next couple of minutes. We do have a level of interest somewhere down here. We do have a level of interest somewhere up here as well. And that's basically where the market might go to and will become very interesting for us. Overall, this is pretty bullish. So we might see a breakout very soon. Just so you guys know, this is pretty bullish order flow. The Nasdaq is already at the top of this range once more. And you could even trade a breakout very soon in case this keeps being bullish here. And breakout, obviously, until the ES gets to this level, potentially when it comes to the Nasdaq here at the 65s. So breakout at the 50s roughly, exit at the 65s roughly. These are just rough numbers, obviously. We can zoom in a tiny bit so that the distance between these white lines is about the same between the ES and the Nasdaq. And now it's just a waiting game, seeing what happens. The order flow looks pretty good. We move. We have this range, obviously, guys, and sometimes what happens is we like to go back to this previous levels of liquidity here, and if you go there with pretty bad auction quality, that was my trade, which would have worked out. However, I got stopped out for break-even trade, which is totally fine. Then that is a quick scalp to the upside in this case. For now, this is extremely good auction quality here. We're moving to the upper end of this range. Quite well. Buying could be coming in a bit more. That is definitely missing. This right now is bad auction quality. We got to see how the market reacts here. Right now, pretty bad auction quality. We are moving lower. The ES is definitely here at a point of interest once more. All right, we are selling off a bit more aggressively now. Perfect. That's exactly what you'd like to see. And now it's just a matter of how far can we take it. I am in once more. And then I got in at the 35s roughly. So 45s is about my take profit. Stop loss should be somewhere down here. And now we see if the market can actually go back to the middle of this range, which is our goal for now. The market is selling off quite aggressively here. The ES is not looking too good. So I will move this to a break-even trade as soon as we see a quick move up, very, very quickly. This right here is our level of interest. So I'm trying to get out as soon as I can now. Perfect. Stop to break even. Ah, didn't take it. That's unfortunate now. Ah, didn't take it. Come on. All right, gotta wait. See if we can get a move up. So far we don't. That is not too great, to be fair, right now. This looks too bearish. We will end up most likely losing this trade. So now it's just waiting game, but this is definitely not an ideal trade. Like I said, trying to get out as soon as I can. Here, out for a quick loss, because that is not our setup anymore. This setup will become more interesting somewhere down here once more, in case the ES is also moving downwards a little bit more. So right here is our level of interest. This is not what you want to see when it comes to a reversal. Definitely not. This is good auction quality at the lower end of this range. So totally fine. However, gotta wait. And for now, this is level of interest. This is the level of interest. And that right here is a level of interest. Got to see how the market reacts. Nasdaq is shooting up. ES is shooting up. I'm sorry. I'm back in for another trade. This trade looks a bit more promising. Stop loss, take profit somewhere up here, most likely. I'm gonna let this run a bit more. All right, this looks pretty good. And now, just trying to get filled here on our take profit. Couple more ticks, taking some profits. Perfect. And we need to see a move up. Market is having some difficulty up there. I'm securing some more profits. Just quick scalps, guys. In and out, right? Because the market is facing some difficulty up there, and we're out for a nice profit. Yep, that was a picture perfect trade. You can see here, last level of liquidity, right? We went here to this level of liquidity down here, roughly, not exactly. However, I saw the correlation of we are near the end of the liquidity here when it comes to the Nasdaq. So just quick trade. We are now slightly profitable, a couple $100 most likely. Couple ticks, maybe like 20 ticks in the green overall. Lost some here and then had a good trade here. So now, like I said, slightly profitable. About we have a 50% win rate right now. So definitely got to improve on that. Got to make some more good trades right now. What's the next level of interest? Up here, obviously, still somewhere down here is still interesting for me. But I'm waiting now. I'm just gonna see what the market gives us. For now, I don't see a whole lot of interesting things. So it's just a waiting game right now. Seeing how the market will come back to this level will become interesting. Yep, we see lower lows and lower highs. So definitely a bearish price action here. However, that doesn't mean a whole lot because the market likes to manipulate these trend lines, as you would call them. Nasdaq is moving up. However, ES is moving lower. Very interesting. So this right here could be a potential short. I'm not too convinced. So right here at this level of liquidity, we could see a potential short. That's not an A plus setup, so I'll stay away from that for right now. Overall, though, you can see the market went up. Obviously, the ES went down quite a bit. However, the Nasdaq didn't, right? So we have a divergence, okay? One goes up, the other goes down. That's a divergence. However, I didn't take that trade because this move down wasn't too big, and we also had an absorption here, which is a bullish signal, and the Nasdaq didn't shoot up that aggressively. So that's why I stayed away from that trade. And now we see what the market does. It's just a waiting game. ES is definitely moving higher right now. We should have enough fuel to the fire to break this high. Just so you guys know, lots of liquidity up here, which is a bullish signal. So the market should want to go up here. The order flow looks quite all right, in my opinion, meaning the auction quality, the auction speed for now could be a bit faster for us to break out of this high up here. And once we have enough fuel to the fire, if in case we get a very tight price action here, just up and down, up and down, up and down, so not this right now, then we can see a quick breakout to the upside. Right now we didn't see that, so that's totally fine. Yep, we just gotta wait right now, seeing what the market gives us. You wait for good setups, right? So we might see a quick push to the upside and then reach this level of liquidity up here. That will be an initial goal, and depending on how we get there, we might see a reversal or obviously a breakout to the upside. Overall, you can see the session volume profile here. If you want to trade using the volume profile, it's pretty bullish. We have very low liquidity down here, very low volume down here, but lots of liquidity up here. That's definitely a bullish signal. If you were to look at you can see this, right? I mean, lots of volume up here. So definitely a bullish signal. Order flow is getting a whole lot better right now. You can see we are accumulating here at the upper end of this range. Now it's just a matter of, can we break out or are we gonna stay there? ES is looking pretty promising. All right, I'm waiting. Getting ready for a potential breakout. However, the auction speed is too slow right now for a breakout. Nope, not ready. Not ready yet. You see the auction speed here, how fast the market is moving is too slow. You need to see fast auction speed. Auction quality is quite all right. Buying and selling, tight price action, everything's all right. However, the market wasn't ready for a breakout yet. So you can see correct decision at that point. Can you trade that? Sure. However, overall, I would say the market wants to go up here. So a reversal trade here would be high risk. Now you can see price action is getting tighter and tighter. And speed is definitely picking up. Right, trying to get in for a breakout trade. Missed it. Maybe we get filled in case the market comes back. I'm definitely trying to get filled here at that level. So this will be nice. Hopefully we can get an entry here at that level. We have some liquidity obviously here. Okay, we're filled.
Order filled.
And this is the initial goal right here, right? Somewhere up there. Obviously, when it comes to the Nasdaq, it's somewhere up here. Stop loss somewhere here for now, about here for a 1-to-1 risk reward. The market is moving, the market is moving, the market is moving. We are getting closer and closer and closer. Stop loss to break even, obviously. Very bullish order flow. Very good. Securing some profits very soon. Bit more, just tiny bit. And boop, another take profit. Boop. Yep, and I think I'm gonna call it a day. That was about 15 minutes of trading. We are about 60 ticks in the green right now. Yeah, guys, couple $100 with just one account, and obviously if you have multiple trading accounts, that's nice. That's very nice. Okay, guys, 60 ticks. 60 ticks is all you need. 60 ticks times 5, meaning one tick is worth $5, obviously, right? That's $300 in profit per account just now in 15 minutes trading. I lost one, but I even tried to get out of that trade. I just messed up my stop loss here. I tried to move it up. You saw it in the recordings. Didn't take it, unfortunately. Otherwise, this would have been another break-even trade. Then, obviously, quick win and another quick win. High probability trades. Guys, you saw me predict this minutes before it happened. I told you what's going to happen. I even told you why we will not take a breakout here, but why we took a breakout here. I told you guys in the exact moment. I explained to you why that happened, and I showed you how I did it and how I capitalized on that information. And is it a coincidence that exactly where I went out, the market turned around? I don't think it's a coincidence, guys. I don't think it is. So amazing trading day, guys. If you want to learn how this works, trading without looking at charts, just looking at the truth. I call this the truth because I see what is actually happening inside the markets. If I look at a chart, I don't know if a breakout is going to occur or not at this level. I don't know. I have no idea. However, because I can see the order flow, I can see buying and selling, I can see the price action, I can see tick by tick who's aggressive, who's not aggressive, buyers or sellers, who's passive, who's active, where's liquidity. I can see all of that. And if I'm able to read this, and I am able to read this, and you can do the same, then you can profit on this information. All right, guys? If you want to learn how this works, click the link in the description down below. I can teach you how this works. 10 traders every single month, and I am blown away by how many people are already booking calls. I mean, this YouTube channel is still extremely, extremely small, and it's amazing, guys. I want to thank you how many people have been reaching out to me because it's a pleasure working with you very, very soon. I'm very excited for everyone getting started because this information can change your life. It changed mine, and it can absolutely change your life. Absolutely. All right? Start reading the order flow. Start understanding what's going on actually inside the markets. Don't fall for all of these BS strategies that you see out there. Don't, because they don't work. Otherwise, these people would record themselves trading live and explaining to you why they take the trades that they are actually taking. I explain to you everything, and it makes sense. And it makes sense because it's based on the truth. Because the order flow cannot lie. You can see good and bad auction quality. You can see this right here. You can see when the market is bullish and when it's bearish. You can see all of that because it's based on the truth. Okay? The order flow cannot lie to you. Big market participants cannot hide big orders. They cannot hide their liquidity. They can't. And that's why we can capitalize on that information right here, right now, every single day. Okay, guys? If that's interesting to you, click the link in the description or in the comments down below. Cannot wait to help you out with this because this can change your life. It's absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, guys. So without further ado, I'm going to call it a day. 15 minutes of trading, 5 minutes of yapping, of some real talk. So guys, looking forward to talking to you very, very soon. And yeah, wish you a great day. Bye-bye.